Hey, welcome back to the shop. My name's Jamie, and today I may have got myself into something that is a little bit bigger project than I thought when I first bought it. So this is a shaper. I picked it up in Vermont a few months ago, probably six to 9 months ago. Actually, it was very cold. So yeah, it was probably about 6 or 9 months ago when I picked this up from a gentleman in northwestern Vermont. And it's a pretty cool little shaper, but it's missing some parts and pieces. I don't know, I'm always kind of game for challenge, and I definitely think this is going to be one. Let me just give you a quick tour around the machine, and then my plan is to just start breaking this thing down to make it a little bit more manageable. Then we'll fix what needs to be fixed, get it back together, and hopefully get it running again. So can we make flat parts? We'll see. All right, so here is the shaper. I think it's a 7 or an 8 inch. As I understand it, it might be a Lewis. These were like home kits. I don't exactly know what that means, who's kind of buying this as a kit, but apparently it was a thing. So just taking a look around, it has an extra pulley. I don't know what this little gear goes to. And the pulley here in the back does look like it is got a couple of nice chips out of it. Some sort of a vintage green, although if you followed my channel at all, we're going to turn that blue. The ratcheting mechanism is here for moving the table left and right. And of course the clapper box. I think that's what that's called. So lots of things we're going to learn. Now, I'll tell you, honestly, the number one reason why I bought this, being from New Hampshire, living in New Hampshire, is that this was apparently cast in Laconia, which is pretty cool. And then here behind the secret door, all sorts of parts that move around inside there. So I've never used a shaper before. I'm not even sure how to take this thing apart, but I don't think I can hurt it. Let's start disassembling and see what we can find. There's probably no better place to start than the top. So let's see. All right, looks like we've got 3 gibs here. Maybe there's a bolt underneath this slider that I need to get out. All right. I like that. No drama. Did I just say that out loud and then cause drama? All right, so there's a nut on the back side. Oh, all right, so I guess you can change the position if you need to rotate it around. Now that we've got it apart, let's see, or we've got it apart where we can see what's happening on the inside. Let's just see what all is moving here. All right, so there's a lot of things getting bound up on this mechanism. This ratcheting mechanism. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take that off. So just disconnect that. Just see how this is moving. So the spindle has a little bit of play in it. Not too bad. Okay, so that back and forth piece is working. So as this spindle is moving, this main spindle is also rotating around. So it has an adjuster here, which goes onto the ratcheting mechanism, which is down here. And the idea is that this is supposed to grab, it's supposed to grab this lead screw and move the table left and right as the workpiece is going, as the cutting tool is going across the workpiece. But it doesn't seem to be quite working right. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. So it has potential to work. So we'll have to take apart that piece and figure it out. Oh, there you go. That was easy. So there's your ratchet on a little spring. All right, now what's next? So this gear looks like it has a keyway right there. So I think it's pressed on. Let's see if we can do this. Without too much force. Something's happening. Oh yeah, here it comes. So for the lead screw, there's a hole here and a hole on the other side in the same place. They look like they're, oh yeah, they go down. They're for oiling. Those are oil holes. So there is this one flathead. Let's see. Let's see what this does. Okay. Yeah, this should be what's holding that lead screw in. Yep. Okay. Great. All right, so underneath here, there's a large nut. That's actually a large bolt, 1 3/4 inch. Can't really get at it, but I'm gonna try. To see. That doesn't really want to go. that's a fair bit of force, and it's not really looking like it wants to move. Before I get that table off, and I'm going to need to take the table, it's going to go straight down. Long story short is I need to lighten this up a bit. So I'm just going to start taking parts off. Captured nut. Oh, that's awesome. Because I thought that might just come out. No. So the gear on the interior of the shaper has a keyway on it. It doesn't have anything else holding it in there. I'm wondering if, similar to the ratcheting mechanism on the lead screw, if it just needs to be kind of pulled out. So I'm going to see if I can carefully do that. I'm just not feeling, I'm not feeling anything like it wants to go. But I don't know what could be holding that gear in. Let me see if I can show you. It's tucked in deep inside, but I'll try to bring you around. So there's the gear, and you can see the keyway, but I don't see anything else holding it to that shaft. So I'm asking myself, well, how did they get it in there? How do you get it out? Yeah, I have no idea. And as I'm looking, I see this. There's a hole in the frame that lines up perfectly with the other side, where in my punch, oh, it fits. So I wonder if I can tap that through and knock that out the other side. All right, we're going to start with the plastic hammer. Did it move? It looked like it moved. I can't really tell. Maybe that's how the pulleys broke, is they just fell right out of this thing. Can't really tell if it moved or not. But I think what I will do is bolt this back in. Yeah, I'm going to bolt that back in. Stand by. All right, so we're bolted back in. We've got the brass punch lined up on the shaft. Let's see. The plastic hammer. I think we're going to migrate up to a metal hammer. It's still doesn't exactly answer the question of how to get it back on, but it got on here once. It has to come off, right? Now, a couple of those felt pretty good. Yeah, it's working. Let's see if there's a better spot for you to see. Right in there. Oh, yeah, there it is. So there is the gear. Yeah, it's just pushed on there. Did this look like that before? Sticking out? I have to go back and look at the tape. I don't remember that. I don't think it was. Interesting. All right, so way down the bottom, there are, let's see if you can see them. There's two holes on either side of that, this guy. I think you can see them. I just can't see them on the camera. And I think they're oil holes. So I don't think there's anything in them. I'm gonna put a little screwdriver in there. But then I think that that bottom shaft will hammer out just like every other shaft here. It's right here. Yeah, it's moving. It's out. All right, looks like there's a tapered pin here on this guy, so let's see about knocking him out. Oh yeah, that was easy. All right. This looks like another hammer brass punch project. Yep. All right, so that's through. The gear fell down, but Alright, so I hope this is not a video of me dropping this, but I need to get it flipped 90 degrees so that I can slide this down the bottom. I don't, or I could just rotate it 90 degrees and have it drop down, but then I need to catch it. I'm not sure how, it's probably not that heavy. I don't know how easily I could. No, this is kind of a weird heavy weight. Yeah, that's not gonna go easy. All right, so let's try the rotating 90 degrees plan. My cart doesn't love this. It's not really made for stuff that's this heavy. That. All right, that's just weirdly awkward, but it's not terrible. I don't know. This is probably a smarter plan. This lifting table is pretty awesome, and sometimes I just forget that I have it. So I'm glad I remembered. Actually, the reason why I bought this lifting table is because when I was trying to get this out of my truck and onto this cart here, just kind of sliding it on, it was a mess. Let's just say that. So it's hitting the tab here. All right, there's the gib. Let's see, just how heavy are you? I don't know, 20 pounds, 25 pounds. Okay, we're getting there. And the lead screw nut is under here on those two screws. Looks like it goes the low end on the bottom. Let's make sure I get that right when I put it back together. You just remind me, would you please? So just recently in my last couple of videos you saw me mount this arbor press using the modular bolt system, and today we're going to get a chance to see it in action. There we go. All right. There we go.